love me some BL, so Fathoms of Atonement. One of the many Jesse arts stereopic or half human or half whatever, I don't know what it's called. I like to say G-Street Lang is attempting to save his lover after getting him killed and gets offered a potion. His man gets isekai'd with the spear coon and is reborn into somebody that he used to know. Now G-Street Lang has to rekindle his relationship with him all over again as a near human, and he has no recollection of his past and some prejudice against him. The only way we know it's him is by how his hands have the same old scales of being a mermaid. It follows a similar style as the Reaper in the Waiting as a type of reincarnation and falling in love again. I mention it later, and it's definitely not as traumatizing as Jinx. The Prince of Southland. Donnie Ali's caught up with as many scandals as there are letters in his name, most notably kissing a robot. He meets Jensen as he's on the run, barely surviving the Witch of the East Crypts. Donnie has to harbor a fugitive and stay out of the spotlight. As they start to make friendships and falling in love while trying to dodge the nightlife, a few Bloods and Crips and skunk hair dies later, and Jensen being a robot, Lego Silverware Cop captures Donnie and he goes through absolute hell in jail. The first kiss is fairly early, personalities are likable, horrible families, and it's currently on season 2. A chapter was released accidentally, it's cyberpunk, and it's a nice futuristic fantasy. Baelin and Lee Yun. Fish meets human, and I'm not talking Red Lobster. Lee Yun is researching something I couldn't figure out and tell you even on my second and third reread, and meets a creature whose communication skills is equal to non-existent. He ends up naming him Baelin, a silver Chinese fish. Lee Yun, after developing a friendship with Baelin, ditches him, and Baelin starts going full Doja Cat to get his attention. He comes back to take care of him, and Baelin sprouts some legs. It's a charming, lighthearted, slow burn. There is a never was, once was love triangle, and all of the characters are super hilarious. Time and time again. Adam and Steve, yes, Adam and Steve, not Adam and Eve, meet each other on a time arc of whatever, I don't know what it's called. Adam decides to get back on a case to control a werewolf from destroying the timeline. Steve. They both have the ability to shift in time, and Steve makes the mistake of taking them somewhere during the Caribbean and has them hunting for a non-existent treasure to avoid getting walked off the plank. They develop a close companionship as they're only able to travel on Steve's accord, and he's only able to do so during a full moon. Did I mention Adam is a vampire? Can I reference Twilight?
Oh, that's no.
In the Second Chance First World, a BL isekai, oh how I found you. Jenny is supposed to become the goddess of love, but has to go through space and time to find the fragments of his lover, and he ends up in the middleist century, broke, poor, and kicked down. But even worse, having pink hair. He was supposed to be reborn as royalty, but he was the only one who didn't know he would strike out. Unfortunate. His dearest love, who he's supposed to be finding, is reborn as Duke and in royalty, and now he has to fight his way up to get to him. Very charming, and all the men are extremely beautiful. Reaper in the Waiting. Given a second chance, a man is chosen to be reborn as a spirit to find his lover again, who is a Reaper. Suffering a tragic fate, he can't tell him anything about the past or they will cease to exist. Reapers are unable to develop feelings, supposedly. They find each other and begin developing a close companionship. Their memories slowly come towards each other, and the Reaper has to fulfill his duties. Push and pull on dangerous adventures to find the truth. Oh my gosh, please enjoy reading these, TBH, but a lot of these are my recommendations spanning originals and Canvas at the moment. If you want to list under a different genre or two, feel free to let me know. If you have any recommendations, drop them below. On that note, I'ma go!